Hard to believe, but Zheng Qing's past was shocking. Before she became famous as Mao Zedong's wife, Zheng Qing was an actress in the vibrant world of 1930s Chinese cinema. During this glamorous era, she often found herself overshadowed by her co-star, the talented actress Li Lili. Despite the competition, their paths took a dark turn years later during the Cultural Revolution. In a twist of fate, Zheng Qing took drastic measures against Li, ordering her arrest along with her husband. While Li endured the scars of torture and hardship, her husband tragically did not survive this harrowing experience. This chilling episode not only highlights the personal rivalries that can arise in the world of fame, but also illustrates the staggering impact of political upheaval on personal lives. How did a once celebrated actress become entangled in such a dramatic and tragic turn of events? You won't believe this about Judge Judy's salary. With an astonishing annual income of $47 million, Judge Judy has become a household name on television. Known for her sharp wit and no-nonsense approach, she presides over small claims court cases in a way that's both entertaining and educational. Since debuting in 1996, her show has captivated millions of viewers, making her one of the highest-paid television personalities ever. This hefty paycheck is a result of her successful production deal and the immense popularity of her show, which has spawned spin-offs and even led to her own brand of legal-themed merchandise. Judge Judy's unique ability to blend humor with justice resonates with audiences, keeping them glued to their screens. Her success is a perfect example of how talent paired with hard work can lead to extraordinary financial rewards. Can you imagine earning that much money while dispensing real-life justice? Is it really true that the universe has a cosmic web? This fantastic structure is the largest in the universe and resembles a giant, intricate net spread across the cosmos. Picture an enormous web woven from galaxies, clusters, and dark matter, interconnected with vast, empty spaces like threads and gaps in an impressive tapestry. Gravity has been the master weaver over billions of years, pulling matter together and forming filaments of dark matter, which act as cosmic highways where galaxies convene. These threads converge into dense knots, creating clusters that sparkle with the light from billions of stars. Yet there's more to the story. Dark energy is at play, pushing galaxies apart and adding a fascinating twist to the cosmic narrative. When scientists study the cosmic web, they unlock mysteries of galaxy formation and evolution, revealing secrets held by the shadowy forces of dark matter and dark energy. Understanding this cosmic web not only sheds light on the universe's structure, but also helps us comprehend the delicate balance of forces that shape our reality. Who knew our universe was intricately woven together in such a spectacular manner? You might be shocked to learn that Will Smith declined Neo. In the late 90s, Will Smith, a superstar celebrated for his charm and charisma, faced a major career decision that would change the course of film history. He was offered the role of Neo in the groundbreaking sci-fi blockbuster The Matrix, a film renowned for its stunning visuals and revolutionary storytelling. Despite the film's legendary status and immense popularity, Smith turned down the role, choosing instead to star in Wild Wild West. Many fans and critics see this as a missed opportunity for cinematic greatness, especially considering the legacy of The Matrix. However, Smith stands by his decision, believing he wouldn't have suited the role of Neo, which demanded a depth and style he didn't feel aligned with at that moment in his career. Instead, he embraced the quirky, Western action genre, injecting his unique flair into the character of Jim West. This twist in his journey reminds us that creating our own path can sometimes be more fulfilling than chasing after the roles others deem prestigious, even if that path leads us away from a revolutionary film. Prepare to be amazed by toothpaste taste tricks. Sodium lauryl sulfate, a common ingredient in many toothpastes, has a surprising effect on your taste buds. This powerful compound works by temporarily dulling your ability to taste sweetness. Imagine brushing your teeth and then taking a sip of orange juice. Instead of the usual burst of sweetness, you might taste something entirely different. This happens because sodium lauryl sulfate interferes with the receptors on your tongue, responsible for recognizing sweet flavors. So if you enjoy a refreshing glass of juice or a sweet treat after brushing, you might notice it doesn't taste quite right. This quirky interaction raises questions about how our choices in dental hygiene can transform our eating experiences. So next time you brush, remember that your toothpaste could be the reason your favorite flavors feel a bit off. Most people don't know this, but rainfall is changing. Climate change has dramatically altered weather patterns, especially in the southeastern U.S. Since 1958, precipitation has surged by 27%, bringing heavier rainstorms and escalating the flood risks along the mighty Mississippi River. This increase means that communities previously accustomed to certain weather conditions now face severe weather surprises. Imagine the impact on farming, fishing, and daily life. Farmers rely on predictable weather, and with sudden downpours, crops can be washed away or suffer from waterlogged soils. Additionally, cities along the river are ramping up their flood defenses, knowing that more intense storms can lead to dangerous flooding. The rising water levels not only threaten homes but also disrupt ecosystems that rely on stable river conditions. So as we move forward, it's essential to consider how our changing climate will shape the future of weather in the southeastern U.S. How do you think communities can adapt to these new realities? Guess what really drives Armenia's success in chess? In the heart of Armenia, chess isn't just a game, it's a way of life. Since 2011, the Armenian government has made chess mandatory in schools for children starting from the age of 6. Picture young kids strategizing over a chessboard, engaging in intense battles of wits, not merely for entertainment, but as an essential part of their education. This initiative focuses on sharpening their minds, enhancing critical thinking skills, and fostering a sense of competition among students. The Armenian leaders firmly believe that teaching chess can nurture strategic thinking abilities that extend far beyond the classroom, laying the groundwork for tomorrow's leaders and innovators. Armenia's rich chess legacy is highlighted by its world-renowned players, such as Tigran Petrosian and Levan Aronian, making this commitment to chess even more significant. The sight of a child intently contemplating a chess move could very well foreshadow the emergence of a future champion, a testament to Armenia's profound dedication to this ancient game. How will this unique approach influence the next generation? Here's something incredible about coffee lovers. Get ready for a sandy surprise. In Turkey, coffee isn't just brewed, it's a whole experience that's unlike anything you might imagine. Instead of the standard pots or machines, Turkish coffee is artfully crafted by heating it in hot sand, using a small copper container known as a kesvi. This ancient technique ensures a gradual and even warming that enhances the coffee's rich, full-bodied flavor, a taste that enthusiasts claim is unparalleled. The process begins when the kesvi is nestled into the heated sand, causing the coffee grains to bubble and froth perfectly. This bubbling releases aromatic oils, creating a brew that tantalizes the senses. But it's not merely about the drink itself. Brewing Turkish coffee is a cultural ritual. Friends and family often gather to share stories and laughter while the coffee slowly comes to life. Once brewed, the coffee is poured into small cups, with the grounds settling at the bottom, which is a cherished aspect of the experience. So if you ever find yourself in Turkey, sipping from a cup of sand-brewed coffee, remember you're not just enjoying a drink, you're partaking in a centuries-old tradition. Here's a wild fact about internet and water access. As of 2018, while 4 billion people enjoyed the wonders of the internet, a staggering 844 million still struggled without access to clean drinking water. This striking contrast highlights significant global inequalities in essential services. Imagine being able to browse videos and connect with friends online, but facing the daily challenge of finding safe water to drink. Access to the internet fuels education, economic opportunities, and communication, but without basic necessities like clean water, millions continue to face dire health risks. Many communities lack the infrastructure needed to supply clean water, which is vital for survival. Simple solutions like modern plumbing or effective filtration systems can make a huge difference. Addressing these disparities can lead to healthier lives and stronger communities. How can we bridge this gap to ensure everyone has access to both the internet and clean water? This might surprise you. The buttonhole's stylish origin. The buttonhole found near the top of a suit jacket's lapel has a fascinating backstory. In the early 19th century, men's fashion featured jackets with high collars that could be buttoned up for a sharp appearance. However, as the seasons changed and warmer days arrived, it became popular to leave the top button undone. This not only cooled things down, but also allowed the lapels to fold down naturally, creating a more relaxed vibe. But what about that unique buttonhole? It wasn't just for show. Back in the day, it served a practical purpose. Gentlemen would sometimes attach a flower there to enhance their look and add a splash of color to their attire. So next time you see that buttonhole, remember, it's not just a fashion statement, it's a nod to a stylish past. Here's a wild fact about ancient cotton use. Long ago, cotton wasn't just a fabric, it was a symbol of luxury and social standing. In ancient civilizations like Egypt and India, wearing cotton was a clear indicator of wealth and status. Unlike rougher materials, cotton offered unmatched comfort, making it highly sought after by the elite. Imagine attending a grand event and being identified by the soft, breathable fabric draped elegantly on your body. This luxurious textile was so prized that it often sparked trade between distant regions, connecting cultures and economies in ways we sometimes overlook today. Even heirlooms made from this material passed down through generations became treasured markers of wealth and heritage. So next time you slip on a cotton shirt, think about the thousands of years of history woven into its threads. Isn't it fascinating how something so common today used to define social circles? Get ready to be amazed by cockroach agility. Cockroaches are not just creepy little insects. They are incredibly agile creatures capable of changing direction up to 25 times in just 1 second. This quick maneuverability allows them to dodge predators and navigate tricky environments, which is why they seem to vanish before your eyes. Their speed is impressive, but it's their ability to thrive in a wide range of situations that truly astounds scientists. Cockroaches can survive in dark corners and even in extreme conditions, such as nuclear disasters, showcasing their resilience. This adaptability makes them one of the toughest species on the planet. So the next time you spot a cockroach racing across your kitchen floor, remember that its lightning-fast reflexes help it outsmart many dangers. Isn't it fascinating how these little creatures have evolved to be so tough and agile? Luxury at its finest. The $1.3 million Schumach perfume. Imagine a fragrance that costs an astounding $1.3 million per bottle. Schumach, the world's most expensive perfume, truly takes opulence to another level. What makes this perfume stand out? It's not just the scent, it's also decorated with diamonds and gold, making it a dazzling addition to any collector's showcase. Designed for those who embrace the extravagant side of life, Schumach isn't just a perfume, it's a statement. This lavish creation is crafted with the rarest ingredients, which enhances its allure and exclusivity. People who purchase such luxurious items often do so for status and prestige, and Schumach fits perfectly into this category. Imagine owning something so unique that it could ignite conversations. While most of us may never experience holding a bottle of Schumach, it certainly captures the imagination about what luxury means in the world of fragrance. Would you ever splurge on a perfume this extravagant? Why exactly does Brazil host so many indigenous languages? Brazil is a land of astonishing diversity, particularly in its indigenous populations residing in the Amazon rainforest. This vibrant region is home to approximately 70 different indigenous groups, each offering a fascinating glimpse into unique cultures and traditions. A remarkable aspect of these communities is their linguistic richness. They speak between 180 to 190 distinct native languages, reflecting a mesmerizing variety that celebrates their heritage. While Portuguese serves as the official language of Brazil, making it the largest Portuguese-speaking country in the world, the multitude of indigenous languages stands as a testament to the nation's deep-rooted connections to its ancestral past. Envision strolling through the Amazon, where every group shares its lore, dialect, and customs, all preserved through generations. This linguistic and cultural diversity isn't merely a colorful backdrop. It's an integral, vibrant aspect of Brazil's identity. As the country evolves, ensuring the survival of these languages and traditions becomes vital, allowing future generations to explore their rich history and the unique ways of life that these communities embody. Ever thought about why natural layers matter? These layers, like soil, rocks, and plants, create a healthy environment by working together to keep our planet thriving. Each layer plays a crucial role in supporting life. For example, rich soil houses countless organisms, from tiny microbes to earthworms, which decompose organic matter into nutrients that plants need to grow. Meanwhile, the rock layers beneath transmit water and minerals, ensuring that vegetation can flourish. Natural layers also help regulate climate and air quality. Trees and plants absorb carbon dioxide, a key greenhouse gas, while also producing the oxygen we breathe. Additionally, these layers serve as natural barriers, protecting us from extreme weather and erosion. It's fascinating how these interconnected systems contribute to biodiversity and the overall health of our planet. When we appreciate and protect these natural layers, we ensure a vibrant future for all living beings. Could we do more to safeguard them? Prepare to be amazed by Lodi Parachute Center's survival. This unique skydiving spot in California has seen its fair share of tragedy, with 28 fatalities since it opened in 1985. Yet despite these unfortunate events, the center continues to operate, attracting thrill seekers from all around. What makes Lodi so appealing? For starters, its stunning views over California's landscapes provide an unforgettable backdrop for anyone looking to jump out of a plane. Skydiving at Lodi offers not just adrenaline rushes, but also experienced instructors who focus on safety and fun. Each jumper is equipped with state-of-the-art gear and receives thorough training to ensure an exciting yet safe experience. The center's commitment to improving safety protocols contributes to a dive experience that's both exhilarating and secure. So how does a place with such a serious history keep drawing in adventure lovers from everywhere? Believe it or not, coughing can really help reduce shot pain. Imagine you're sitting in a doctor's office ready for a vaccination, and suddenly you're feeling a bit anxious. Here's a surprising twist. Research indicates that coughing just before or during the shot can significantly lessen the discomfort. When you cough, a brief spike in pressure builds in your chest, which alters how your brain perceives pain. Instead of concentrating solely on the sting of the needle, your mind shifts to the sudden sensation of coughing. It's a clever distraction. This technique works because your brain receives mixed signals. The focus on the cough can overshadow the sharp pain associated with the vaccine. So next time you're bracing for a shot, think of giving a little cough right when the needle goes in. Not only may it make the experience less painful, but it can also ease your nerves. Just remember to follow all health guidelines during your visit to ensure a safe experience. Who knew that a simple cough could be your secret weapon against vaccination discomfort? Guess what really drives scientific breakthroughs? The Royal Society, founded in 1660, significantly shaped the scientific revolution by creating a space where early modern scientists could connect and share ideas. Imagine a cozy gathering where brilliant minds like Isaac Newton and Robert Hooke exchanged thoughts. This collaboration sparked innovations and inspired advancements across diverse fields, from physics to biology. By promoting open discussions and sharing discoveries, the Royal Society helped turn science into a community effort rather than isolated experiments. Their commitment to inquiry and evidence laid the groundwork for modern scientific methods, emphasizing the importance of peer review and transparency. So the next time you think about scientific progress, remember how the Royal Society brought people together to ignite curiosity and fuel discoveries that change the world. Isn't it amazing how collaboration can lead to groundbreaking ideas? Why exactly does static electricity matter on Mars? The dissipation of static electricity is crucial for keeping sensitive instruments on the red planet free from dust. Mars is notorious for its dusty environment, and when static electricity builds up on surfaces, it attracts fine particles of dust. This accumulation can block important sensors and other delicate workings of scientific equipment, potentially leading to incorrect readings or malfunctions. Instruments like the Mars rovers need to operate flawlessly to gather data about the planet's geology and climate. To combat this, engineers design various methods to discharge static electricity, helping to ensure that dust does not accumulate on these vital tools. By understanding these electrical charges and finding ways to manage them, scientists enhance the chances of collecting clean, accurate data that reveals the mysteries of Mars. Isn't it fascinating how something as simple as static can play such a significant role in space exploration? Can you imagine Venus as a volcano hotspot? This dazzling planet, shrouded in thick clouds, boasts the highest number of volcanoes in our solar system, with estimates of over 160,000. While many of these volcanoes are long gone and considered extinct, some might still be rumbling beneath the surface. Scientists think that Venus's rigid crust could trap heat generated from its volcanic activity. This buildup of heat might cause periodic resurfacing, creating a constantly changing landscape of lava flows and volcanic domes. Unlike Earth, where tectonic plates constantly shift, Venus's crust remains largely static, leading to a fascinating phenomenon where volcanic eruptions could reshape its surface over time. Researchers are eager to understand these volcanic activities as they could offer clues about the planet's geological history and what makes Venus such a unique neighbor in our celestial family. Believe it or not, folk songs are secret gossip tools. In numerous Indian villages, women cleverly use folk songs as a way to share their grievances without raising suspicion. These catchy melodies often carried hidden meanings, allowing women to voice their frustrations about in-laws or husbands while appearing innocent to outsiders. Imagine gathering with friends, singing what seems like a playful tune. Yet within the lyrics, there's a whole world of untold stories and shared experiences. This form of expression became an essential part of village life, as it not only strengthened friendships, but also provided a sense of solidarity among women. Through music, they found a voice to address their struggles, challenge societal norms, and connect with one another on a deeper level. So the next time you hear a folk song, consider what messages might be woven into its joyful notes. Did you know Quebec hosts the biggest winter carnival? Every year, Quebec City transforms into a winter wonderland for the Festival d'Hiver, also known as the Quebec Winter Carnival. This amazing event, which began in 1894, draws in thousands of visitors from around the globe, all excited to experience its colorful festivities. Picture this. The iconic Bonhomme Carnival, a giant snowman mascot, greets everyone with open arms, and his cheerful presence symbolizes the joyous spirit of the carnival. From thrilling ice slides to dazzling parades adorned with colorful floats, the carnival offers something for everyone. Attendees can also enjoy traditional foods, such as delicious maple taffy served on snow. The vibrant atmosphere buzzes with live music, street performances, and the tasty aroma of warm snacks wafting through the air. As evening falls, the snow-covered landscape glows under the twinkling lights, creating a magical ambiance. This winter carnival not only celebrates the chilly season, but also highlights Quebec's rich culture and community spirit. Are you ready to join the fun? Did you know Metallica helped solve a fan's murder? In 2012, the iconic rock band reached out to their fans in an unusual and heartfelt way. They released a video appealing for information about the tragic 2009 murder of Morgan Harrington, a dedicated fan who disappeared after attending one of their concerts in Virginia. To assist in the investigation, Metallica offered a remarkable reward of $50,000, adding to the existing $100,000 offered by law enforcement. The band didn't just want justice for Morgan, they also aimed to raise awareness about her case. Their passionate engagement highlighted the harsh reality of violent crime while showing how powerful a community can be when uniting for a common cause. Metallica's approach was unique, blending their rock star status with genuine concern, inspiring many to come forward with information. What impact can music have on real-world issues? Did you know male blanket octopuses were hidden away? This fascinating fact reveals that the male blanket octopus wasn't discovered until 2002. Researchers had been focusing on females, which are massive compared to their male counterparts, often reaching sizes up to 40,000 times larger. This extreme difference in size, known as sexual size dimorphism, baffled scientists for years. Imagine searching for a tiny octopus while only seeing its gigantic partner. Scientists eventually realized their oversight, prompting them to search for the elusive males. The existence of such a tiny male challenges assumptions we have about ocean life and highlights how nature can surprise us. These small male blanket octopuses, measuring just a few centimeters, exemplify how evolution can lead to such dramatic differences within the same species. Their discovery opens up new avenues for research into their behavior and ecology. So, next time you hear about octopuses, remember this incredible size difference and wonder what other mysteries the sea might be hiding. Did you know Bolivia has incredible geographical diversity? This South American country packs a punch with its vast landscape that ranges from towering mountains to expansive lowlands. Covering over 1 million square kilometers, Bolivia is home to a variety of ecosystems, including the Andes Mountains, the Amazon rainforest, and the unique Altiplano Plateau. The country's diverse geography supports an array of wildlife and over 30 different indigenous cultures, each with distinct traditions and ways of life. One of the most stunning natural wonders is Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world, which sits at an altitude of 3,112 meters. With its rich biodiversity and vibrant culture, Bolivia truly stands out as a remarkable destination for nature lovers and adventure seekers alike. How many countries can boast such incredible natural and cultural richness? Here's a wild fact about your genes and hair growth. Research indicates that the same genes responsible for hair growth also influence how your body responds to various stimuli. Isn't that fascinating? These genes play a key role in not only determining whether you have curly or straight hair, but also how your body reacts to everything from temperature changes to stress. For instance, when you're anxious, your hair might stand on end due to a gene that regulates response to emotional stimuli. This connection highlights the extraordinary interconnectedness of genetics and physiology, showing us that the traits we often think of as separate are actually linked in surprising ways. Understanding this can help scientists explore new treatments for hair loss, allergies, or even stress management. What other mysteries do our genes hold? Did you know asthma affects Olympians too? Many may think that elite athletes are immune to health issues, but asthma, often called asthma, is the most common chronic illness among Olympians. This respiratory condition affects their ability to breathe freely, making it challenging for them to perform at their peak. It occurs when airways become inflamed and narrow, often leading to coughing, wheezing, or shortness of breath during intense physical activities. With training and effective management, many athletes learn how to control their symptoms, allowing them to compete at the highest levels. Famous Olympians like swimmer Michael Phelps and tennis star Venus Williams have publicly shared their journeys living with asthma, inspiring others with similar challenges. Their experiences prove that having asthma doesn't mean you can't reach your dreams. Understanding this common illness is crucial in supporting both athletes and those who face similar struggles daily. You won't believe the magic of Catatumbo lightning. This incredible atmospheric phenomenon happens in Venezuela and is known for its jaw-dropping frequency, lighting up the sky an astounding 269 times a year. Located at the confluence of the Catatumbo River and Lake Maracaibo, this area experiences dramatic thunderstorms that produce continuous lightning strikes, often lasting for hours. The unique geography contributes to the phenomenon, as warm, moist air from the lake collides with cooler air from the Andes Mountains. This creates the perfect recipe for an electrifying show. Residents often refer to it as a beacon of hope because despite the storms, it clears the air and supports the local ecosystem. Scientists are fascinated by Catatumbo lightning, studying its patterns to understand more about weather systems. Why does this specific location see so much lighting? And can it teach us about climate change? Did you know Max Verstappen made history in 2016? At just 18 years and 227 days old, Max Verstappen became the youngest driver to ever win a Formula One race. This remarkable achievement took place during the Spanish Grand Prix, where he drove for the Red Bull racing team. Verstappen's victory not only stunned fans but also showcased his incredible skill behind the wheel. By taking the lead early in the race, he outperformed other seasoned drivers, making it clear that age is no barrier to success in motorsports. His historic win was celebrated worldwide, inspiring many young racers to pursue their dreams. Verstappen's talent and determination opened doors for even younger athletes, demonstrating that with the right combination of passion and preparation, anything is possible. After his win, he became a household name, paving the way for a successful career in F1. Today, his thrilling races continue to captivate audiences, proving that he is a force to be reckoned with in the world of racing. Prepare to be amazed by the Outer Banks history. This stunning stretch of barrier islands off North Carolina's coast is often called the graveyard of the Atlantic. Why, you ask? Over the centuries, thousands of ships have met their fate in these treacherous waters, leading to countless shipwrecks that tell tales of adventure and tragedy. The shallow waters, shifting sandbars, and unpredictable storms have made navigation a real challenge, resulting in a shipwreck hotspot. Many sailors have fallen victim to this eerie reputation, with local lore filled with ghost stories and treasure hunts. Today, the Outer Banks not only attract tourists eager to soak in the sun and surf, but also those intrigued by maritime history. Diving and snorkeling among the wrecks give a glimpse into what lies beneath the waves, making it a fascinating destination for anyone curious about history and nature. Are you ready to explore this enchanting yet perilous area? Here's a wild fact about human skin color. The amazing variety in human skin tones mostly comes from a pigment called melanin, which is controlled by our genes, particularly one known as MC1R. So why do people from different parts of the world have such distinct skin colors? Well, it all boils down to where humans evolved. Populations living closer to the equator, where sunlight is intense and ultraviolet radiation is high, developed darker skin. This darker skin acts like nature's sunscreen, protecting against potential skin damage. On the flip side, people in northern latitudes enjoy much less sunlight. Over generations, their skin has evolved to be lighter, which helps with the absorption of vitamin D when sunlight is scarce. Isn't it fascinating how our environment shapes our biology in such a colorful way? Feel those butterflies? It's all about adrenaline. Whenever we see someone we have a crush on, our body goes through a fascinating reaction. Adrenaline, a powerful hormone, kicks in and activates the body's stress response. This natural reaction is our way of preparing for potential challenges, often referred to as the fight or flight response. As adrenaline flows through our system, it speeds up our heart rate and increases blood flow, resulting in that fluttery feeling in our stomach. This sensation might feel strange, but it's completely normal. It's like our body is saying, "Get ready for something exciting." Interestingly, these symptoms can sometimes be confused with fear. Our brain doesn't make a clear distinction between fear and excitement. So the next time you feel those butterflies when you see someone special, remember it's just your adrenaline telling you your feelings are real and worth paying attention to. Isn't it amazing how our bodies react to emotions? Hard to believe, but 50 million balloons can lift a house. Imagine your home floating into the sky, just like in the movie Up. This whimsical idea requires an astounding number of helium-filled balloons, over 50 million to be exact. Each standard balloon can lift about 14 grams. So when you do the math, that's how many it takes to lift an average-sized house weighing around 100,000 grams. While this concept is fun and sparks creativity, the reality is quite different. Think about the logistics. Filling, tying, and controlling millions of balloons would be a huge challenge. Plus, the cost would be astronomical, literally, and not to mention the safety concerns with having such a massive floating structure. So while it's amazing to dream about sending your house skyward, the practicality of using 50 million balloons to do it is pretty far from reality. Believe it or not, waterspouts can lift fish. These incredible swirling columns of water, often compared to tornadoes, form over warm ocean waters during storms. When a waterspout develops, it generates a powerful upward force that can actually pull fish from the sea. As the strong winds spin and create a funnel shape, They can carry fish and other small sea creatures high into the air. Once the water spout weakens or makes landfall, it can drop these fish miles away from where they were originally pulled. This phenomenon not only astonishes marine biologists, but also highlights the complex interactions between weather and marine life. Imagine walking along a beach and finding fish that just flew in from the ocean. It sounds wild, but it happens. Waterspouts can also affect local ecosystems by relocating aquatic species, potentially introducing them to new environments. Next time you hear about a waterspout, think about those fish being swept away from their home. What a wild ride. Believe it or not, Shakespeare invented you for you. In his playful comedy, Love's Labour's Lost, written around 1595, the legendary playwright William Shakespeare showcased his knack for language by using you as a cheeky abbreviation for the word you. This clever shortcut not only added a bit of flair to his dialogue, but also hinted at an early form of text speak that we often see today in modern communication. Can you imagine reading Shakespeare's work and encountering a character casually tossing around letters instead of words? This innovation shows that shorthand communication isn't just a recent trend. It has deep roots in literature. Shakespeare's playful use of language invites readers to explore the evolving nature of communication and reminds us that language is always changing. So the next time you dash off a quick text, remember that even the bard himself enjoyed a bit of brevity in his time. Can you imagine 32 African nations gaining independence? This remarkable wave of freedom occurred during the 1960s, a decade when countries across Africa fought for and achieved self-rule. After years of colonial governance, nations like Ghana, Nigeria, and Kenya began to assert their right to independence, inspired by movements for civil rights and national pride. Each new government faced the immense challenge of building strong institutions, uniting diverse cultures, and addressing the legacies of colonialism. This period was filled with celebratory moments as flags were raised, national anthems were sung, and new leaders emerged, embodying hope for a brighter future. Yet the journey to stability was not uniform. Many nations encountered political struggles, economic difficulties, and external pressures. Despite these challenges, the 1960s marked a pivotal moment in African history, where a bold collective spirit transformed the continent and laid the groundwork for ongoing efforts towards development and unity. How did these independent nations shape today's Africa? Is it really true that ants can explode for safety? The Camponotus saundersi ant, found in Malaysia, has a remarkable and shocking defense mechanism known as autothysis. When the colony is threatened, these brave ants literally sacrifice themselves. They have specialized glands filled with a potent toxic substance. When danger looms, they can rupture their bodies, causing these glands to burst and release their toxic contents. This self-destructive act is not in vain. It creates a protective barrier that can deter predators or invaders from harming the rest of the colony. This extreme measure may seem bizarre, but for the survival of their community, it can be a lifesaver. This unusual behavior highlights how nature equips its creatures with extraordinary survival tactics, ensuring the colony can thrive despite threats. Who would have thought that such small ants could display such extreme courage? Ever thought about drones in the 1950s? Back then, the United Arab Emirates pioneered the use of drones to tackle a unique challenge, sending salt to volcanoes in arid regions. This innovative approach aimed at modifying weather conditions and stimulating rainfall, particularly in dry areas. Imagine remote-controlled aircraft soaring through the skies, dropping salt to encourage cloud formation. Though we often associate drones with modern tech, this early use highlights a fascinating blend of curiosity and necessity. The idea was that by introducing salt particles into the atmosphere, clouds could better condense moisture, potentially leading to rain, crucial for agriculture in desert climates. While the technology was rudimentary compared to today's standards, it marked an inventive step towards solving environmental issues. So, who knew the UAE was experimenting with drone technology way back in the 50s? Let's uncover the truth about bear hibernation. Bears are fascinating creatures, especially when it comes to their hibernation habits. During winter, many bear species enter a state of deep sleep, allowing them to survive long periods without food. They achieve this by dramatically lowering their metabolic rate, heart rate, and even body temperature. This remarkable adaptation means they don't eat, drink, or even go to the bathroom for months. Instead, they rely entirely on the fat they've stored up during the warmer months. This strategy helps them conserve energy and stay safe from harsh winter conditions. By hibernating, bears can endure the scarcity of food that winter brings. When spring arrives, they awaken ready to eat as the world outside comes back to life. Isn't it incredible how these amazing animals have adapted to thrive in their environments? You might be shocked to learn that jellyfish multitask. These fascinating creatures have a unique feature. Their mouth also acts as their anus. This unusual arrangement showcases an incredible efficiency in their anatomy. Jellyfish, which belong to a group called cnidarians, have a simple body structure without a brain or central nervous system. Instead, their bodies are primarily composed of a gelatinous substance, allowing them to float effortlessly in the ocean. With no need for complicated digestive systems, they consume food and expel waste through the same opening. When a jellyfish captures its prey, like small fish or plankton, it pulls it into its mouth using specialized tentacles. After digesting the food, waste is expelled through the same outlet. This single opening eliminates the need for separate systems, streamlining their biology for survival in diverse marine environments. While this method may seem peculiar to us, it perfectly suits the jellyfish's simple and effective lifestyle in the vast oceans. Isn't nature full of surprises? Death may be natural, but should we really talk about it? The concept of death is ingrained in our lives, yet it's a subject many shy away from. Even though it is a part of life's cycle, discussing it can feel uncomfortable or inappropriate, especially in casual settings. This humorous observation highlights how society often treats death like a taboo, avoiding the topic in favor of lighter conversations. When we think about it, the reluctance to engage in discussions about death can lead to misunderstandings and fear. Instead, why not approach it with a sense of humor and openness? Talking about death doesn't have to be grim. It can be an opportunity to celebrate life, share memories, and reflect on what truly matters. By breaking the silence, we might find a deeper connection with others, and perhaps even with ourselves. So what do you think? Is it time to bring death into the conversation? Did you know the Komodo dragon was once a legend? For centuries, locals on the Indonesian islands believed the massive lizard was a mythical beast, like something out of a fairy tale. These incredible creatures, native to Komodo and several other islands, were often described in folklore and tales told by the islanders. It wasn't until 1912, when a Dutch explorer named Antony Hellman encountered the lizard and documented it, that the world learned the Komodo dragon was indeed real. With its impressive size, sharp teeth, and unique hunting tactics, the Komodo dragon has fascinated scientists and wildlife enthusiasts alike. This giant reptile can grow to over 10 feet long and weigh around 150 pounds, making it the largest lizard in the world. So the next time you hear about this amazing creature, remember its journey from myth to reality. Did you know about St. Basil's Cathedral's fiery shape? This iconic structure in Moscow's Red Square is famous for its stunning, colorful domes that resemble a vibrant flame. Built in the 16th century, St. Basil's was commissioned by Ivan the Terrible to celebrate his victory over Kazan. Each dome is uniquely shaped and painted in bright colors, which creates a breathtaking view that captivates visitors from around the globe. The architecture blends elements of Russian and Byzantine styles, giving it a distinctive look that stands out among other historical landmarks. Tourists often flock to this mesmerizing cathedral, not just for its appearance, but also for its rich history. As you approach, you'll notice how the domes appear to flicker in the sunlight, which adds to the illusion of flames. This magical design makes St. Basil's a symbol of Russia and a must-see for anyone visiting Moscow. Have you ever imagined standing in front of such a colorful masterpiece? Here's a wild fact about Chizai the panda. Chizai is not your typical panda. He stands out with a stunning brown and white coat, which is a departure from the usual black and white look of his cousins. This eye-catching coloration is due to a rare genetic mutation, making him a true one-of-a-kind in the panda world. While most giant pandas have black ears, eye patches, and legs, Chizai's brown fur gives him an unusual and striking appearance that captures the hearts of everyone who sees him. This delightful panda lives in a breeding center in China, where he helps raise awareness about panda conservation. His unique coloring not only makes him special, but also serves as a reminder of the diversity found in nature. Genetic mutations can lead to fascinating variations in animals, which can sometimes benefit their survival or help them stand out in a crowd. Isn't it amazing how nature surprises us with such wonderful differences? Chizai offers us a glimpse into the complexity of genetics and the beauty of animals in all their forms. Did you know Guam's battle had no fatalities? The Battle of Guam in 1944 is often remembered not just for its strategic importance during World War II, but also for its remarkably low level of violence. Unlike many other fierce confrontations in the war, this battle concluded with no fatalities, making it one of the least violent battles in history. Taking place between July 21 and August 10th, American forces aimed to reclaim Guam from Japanese control, which they had lost in 1941. The U.S. military's careful planning and effective execution allowed them to secure a key victory with minimal bloodshed. The success at Guam played a crucial role in strengthening American positions in the Pacific. It provided a base for further operations against Japan and showcased a different side to military strategy, where overwhelming force was not the only path to victory. The battle's peaceful conclusion highlights the potential for conflict resolution without loss of life, a lesson that resonates even today. How can we apply these lessons to modern conflicts? Why exactly does Banteng Sardiganakan inspire bold stories? This small location becomes a backdrop for powerful narratives centered on the quest for better resources. In many tales filmed here, characters embark on daring adventures, taking risks to improve their lives and communities. The very essence of Banteng Sardiganakan reflects the human spirit's desire to push boundaries, exploring the unknown in hopes of finding new solutions. The stories depict ordinary people confronted with extraordinary challenges, demonstrating the universal theme of perseverance. With its captivating landscapes and rich cultural context, Banteng Sardiganakan serves as a reminder that even with limited resources, ambition and courage can lead to remarkable transformations. Viewers may find themselves drawn into these heartfelt tales, questioning what lengths they would go to achieve their dreams. What lessons will we learn from these stories? Is it really true that black pepper shaped global trade? For thousands of years, black pepper has held the title of the king of spices, treasured for both its culinary and medicinal qualities. Originating from the Malabar coast of India, this tiny, powerful spice was once so valuable that it was used as currency in trade dealings. Ancient merchants exchanged it not only for goods, but also in diplomatic gifts. Its allure even drove European explorers to seek new trade routes to Asia, sparking an era known as the Age of Exploration. Beyond its role in trade history, black pepper is famed for its ability to enhance the taste of various dishes. However, its benefits don't stop there. Containing a compound called piperine, black pepper is believed to aid digestion and improve the absorption of certain essential nutrients, making it a staple in not just kitchens, but also in health practices. So the next time you sprinkle some black pepper onto your meal, remember that you're using a spice that has influenced economies and cultures throughout centuries. Guess what went missing in Iraq's reconstruction efforts? Over $12 billion in cash sent by the U.S. government for rebuilding efforts has vanished, marking one of the largest cases of lost funds in history. This staggering amount was intended for various projects to help Iraq recover after years of conflict, but much of it remains unaccounted for. Speculation suggests that warlords might have taken advantage of the chaos, potentially siphoning off a chunk of these funds for themselves. Reports indicate that poor oversight and lack of proper tracking systems contributed to this financial debacle. In a country still struggling to rebuild its infrastructure, losing such a massive sum raises serious concerns about transparency and accountability in government spending. How could such a large amount simply disappear? This mystery continues to unfold, leaving many to wonder what steps might prevent similar situations in the future. The fate of this money not only impacts those in Iraq, but raises alarms about the implications of foreign aid and reconstruction efforts worldwide. Believe it or not, spitting on seagulls is illegal. In Virginia, there's an unusual law that specifically prohibits harming these birds by spitting on them. This regulation may sound strange, but it plays an important role in promoting a peaceful coexistence between humans and seagulls. Virginia's coastline, with its beautiful beaches, attracts tourists and locals alike, creating a habitat where seagulls thrive. Unfortunately, human interactions can sometimes lead to conflict, with people unknowingly or intentionally trying to harm these creatures. By making spitting on seagulls illegal, the law emphasizes the need for respect towards wildlife. When we protect seagulls, we not only uphold their dignity, but also contribute to the overall health of our ecosystems. Laws like this remind us that even small actions can have big impacts. So, next time you spot a seagull, think twice before reacting. What other wildlife protections might surprise you? What if I told you Saturn's rings are so thin? These incredible rings are often just about 30 feet thick, which is astonishing when you consider they stretch over 170,000 miles in diameter. This striking contrast showcases the unique structure of Saturn's rings, making them a breathtaking sight in our solar system. Composed mainly of ice particles with some rocky debris, the rings reflect sunlight beautifully, creating shimmering displays. Despite how vast they are, their thinness makes them almost ethereal, seeming more like a delicate lace than solid structures. Scientists believe these unique features are the result of Saturn's gravitational pull, which tightly controls the ring particles, preventing them from clumping together. The dance of these icy particles is a natural spectacle, and studying Saturn's rings helps scientists understand more about planetary formation and evolution. Isn't it fascinating to think about the mysteries these rings hold? Did you know the Eiffel Tower has 1,710 steps? Standing tall at 1,063 feet, 324 meters, this iconic structure was completed in 1889 and held the title of the tallest building in the world until 1930. Imagine climbing all those steps. It's a workout just thinking about it. However, visitors can only climb stairs up to the first platform before needing to take an elevator to reach the breathtaking views at the top. Each year, millions flock to the Eiffel Tower, eager to experience its beauty and the stunning panoramas of Paris. When it was constructed for the 1889 World's Fair, many people were skeptical about its unusual design. Over the years, it transformed from a controversial structure to a beloved symbol of French culture. While you might not be ready to tackle all 1,110 steps in one go, the first platform offers marvelous views and a chance to appreciate the intricate iron lattice design up close. So whether you're climbing a few steps or taking the elevator, experiencing this marvel is unforgettable. Did you know the U.S. struggles in 4 Olympic sports? Despite being a powerhouse in the Olympic Games, the United States has not secured a medal in handball, badminton, trampoline, and table tennis. These sports might not get the same attention as swimming or gymnastics, but they pose unique challenges for American athletes. For instance, handball requires rapid teamwork and strategic thinking, while badminton demands incredible agility and precision. Trampoline acrobatics combines athleticism with grace, showcasing daring flips and twists, yet the U.S. has found it tough to break into the top ranks. Table tennis, often dominated by Asian countries, features lightning-fast reflexes and mental quickness that can be daunting. Interestingly, the dominance of the U.S. in other sports highlights these 4 as areas for growth. As Olympic enthusiasm sweeps through the country, will we finally see American athletes take the podium in these elusive events? You won't believe this amazing ice cream from Japan. Imagine enjoying a scoop of ice cream on a hot summer day without it melting, no matter how sunny it gets. This is the magic of a unique Japanese ice cream called kakigori. Scientists discovered that kakigori uses a special technique that incorporates ingredients like sweetened condensed milk and a unique blend of air and ice to create a fluffy texture. This combination not only makes it delicious, but also allows it to withstand warmth surprisingly well. While traditional ice cream drips and runs, Kakigori retains its shape and coldness much longer, making it perfect for summer festivals and outdoor events. People are often amazed when they can savor their treat while still enjoying the sun. Next time you're in Japan, why not give this unbelievable dessert a try? It might just change the way you think about ice cream. Here's something incredible about Shenzhen's transformation. In just 4 decades, Shenzhen, China, has evolved from a humble fishing village into a vibrant megacity with over 17 million residents. The journey began in 1980 when Shenzhen was designated as a special economic zone, opening its doors to foreign investment and technology companies. This strategic move attracted substantial funding and talent, turning Shenzhen into a powerhouse of electronics and manufacturing. Today, it stands proudly as China's Silicon Valley, buzzing with innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. Its skyline is adorned with skyscrapers, while its streets are alive with the energy of progress. The rapid urbanization of Shenzhen is remarkable, marking it as one of the most dramatic transformations in modern history. How did this small village achieve such monumental growth in such a short time? Can you imagine that your eyes share traits with eggs? It's true, the human eye contains proteins quite similar to the proteins found in egg whites. This fascinating link means that both can react in a similar way when exposed to hydrochloric acid. Picture this. When hydrochloric acid meets these proteins, they change from their typical liquid state to a solid one. This process is known as coagulation, and it's what happens when you cook an egg, another example of science at work in everyday life. Understanding these reactions not only shines a light on the unique biology of our eyes, but also connects us to common kitchen ingredients. So next time you crack an egg or blink your eyes, remember, both are products of amazing proteins reacting to changes in their environment. How cool is that? Have you ever wondered why genes can heal disease? One groundbreaking treatment for cystic fibrosis, a severe genetic disorder affecting the lungs, involves inhaling specially engineered genes. Cystic fibrosis causes thick, sticky mucus to build up in the lungs, leading to serious breathing problems. Scientists have found a way to deliver healthy copies of the CFTR gene, which is faulty in individuals with cystic fibrosis. By using a harmless virus as a delivery vehicle, these genes are introduced directly into the airways, where they can begin repairing the cellular functions affected by the disease. This innovative gene therapy aims to restore the normal flow of salt and water in lung cells, ultimately reducing mucus buildup and improving lung function. Ongoing research continues to refine this method, with the hope of transforming the lives of those living with cystic fibrosis. Could gene therapy be the future of treating genetic diseases? Ancient Persia had a truly bizarre punishment system. Imagine being condemned to sit on a narrow wooden plank, suspended high above water. This was the cruel reality for some in ancient Persia, where maintaining balance was a matter of life and death. Those facing this unusual punishment had to be incredibly focused and steady, as falling off the plank meant plunging into the uncertain depths below. This terrifying predicament not only inflicted physical strain, but also played with the condemned person's mind, amplifying their anxiety about imminent danger. It was a punishment designed to humiliate and frighten, as failure to keep their balance resulted in a plunge into the water, potentially leading to drowning. Such inventive yet cruel methods highlight how societies have used fear as a means of control throughout history. Can you believe this was actually a form of justice? Prepare to be amazed by Sweden's unique monarchy. Sweden operates under a constitutional monarchy, which means that while it has a king or queen, like King Carl XVI, Ikas Gustaf, the real power lies with the parliament known as the Riksdag. This setup allows the government to focus on what really matters to its citizens. Known for its progressive policies, Sweden stands out for its strong emphasis on social rights and education. For example, Swedish citizens enjoy extensive healthcare services and free education from preschool to university level. Thanks to these policies, Sweden regularly tops lists for quality of life and happiness. The balance between tradition and modern governance is a fascinating aspect of Swedish society. So next time you hear about Sweden, remember it's not just about the stunning landscapes and meatballs. It's also about an innovative political system that supports its people. What do you think about Sweden's commitment to social rights? You won't believe how long this hip-hop song is. In 2002, rapper's Delight achieved a historic milestone by becoming the first hip-hop track to break into the top 40 on the Billboard charts, which was a huge moment for the genre. What makes it even more impressive is its nearly 15-minute length, a surprising duration for any pop song at that time. The track, performed by the Sugar Hill Gang, features catchy lyrics and a funky beat that got people dancing all over the world. Released in 1979, it introduced many listeners to rap music and helped pave the way for future hip-hop artists. Despite its lengthy runtime, fans embraced it, proving that the joy of rhythm and clever wordplay can keep everyone engaged. This landmark achievement for rapper's Delight opened the doors for many more hip-hop songs to climb the charts. Imagine how different music would be today if it hadn't made that unforgettable impact. Here's what actually happens when insects mate. Many female insects mate only once in their lives. This unique mating behavior plays a crucial role in balancing insect populations. In certain regions, scientists have developed a fascinating method to control harmful insect populations by releasing sterile males into the wild. These sterile males mate with females, who then produce no offspring, effectively reducing the number of pests over time. This approach has successfully wiped out troublesome species in different areas, providing a natural solution without the use of harmful chemicals. It's an elegant dance of nature's balance, where a single encounter can determine the fate of an entire population. By understanding these mating patterns, researchers can harness this knowledge to promote healthier ecosystems and make strides in pest management. Isn't it amazing how a simple mating strategy can lead to such impactful environmental benefits?